Hello everyone, my name is Pausa Shraddha and in today's video I will talk about verbal and non-verbal communication. So make sure that you watch this video till the end, and if you haven't got subscribed to my channel then do subscribe it and like it so that you never miss any update. So let's get start our video. Before we know what is verbal and non-verbal communication, we will know what is meaning of communication. So, communication is very essential part of our life. Communication is very essential part of our life. It is how we express our thoughts, our ideas, how we share it, and how we connect with others. So, communication is how we share our thought and ideas, how we expresses ourselves, and how we connect with others. Okay, so this is meaning of communication. We have two kind of communication. First is verbal communication, and another is non-verbal communication. See guys, both communication are equally important. Okay, you can't neglect one of them because both are very important. Whenever you speak on the stage or whenever you speak in the public, your verbal and non-verbal both communication are equally important. So first of all, let me explain you what is verbal communication. So verbal communication is use of words to share your idea, feelings and emotion. How you will share? Whenever you speak on the stage in front of public or anywhere, so you use words or language orally, okay, which is come out from your mouth. It will be your verbal communication. When you speak, okay, when you speak, you use words, you use language to communicate your ideas, your thoughts and your feelings. Okay, and communication, oral communication can be verbal communication can be written and oral. Okay, verbal communication can be written and oral. Like example, when you write email, when you write messages, when you write anything, you use words. You use words and sentences, and so you write, okay, and you convey your thoughts, your feelings. So that is your verbal communication. In verbal communication, it include both oral and written communication. And when you speak, when you use words, you use sentences to convey your message. So this will be your verbal communication. Like example, if you are speaking on the stage, otherwise video call. So these are the examples of oral verbal communication. Okay, when you speak on the stage, when you do video calls, or when you teach somebody. So these are example of your verbal communication because you are using your words, okay, which is come out from your mouth and you are speaking. So this will be your oral verbal communication. So what is written verbal communication then? Like example, you write email, you write messages. So these are examples of written verbal communication. In same way, you convey your ideas, okay, in both written and oral. You communicate your ideas, your thought, your feelings. But in oral you just speak, and in written you write. But what you do, you just try to convey your ideas, okay, either you speak or you write. So this is example of verbal communication. In verbal communication, clarity of thought is very important. Whenever you want to convey something, whenever you are speaking on the stage, you have to speak your ideas very clearly. Whatever you are conveying, it should reach to the audience. So it is very necessary to speak very clearly. Your tone should be proper. You should not speak very fast, very slow, or you should not use very high tone or low tone. You have to maintain your speed. You have to speak in particular way. You should know how to speak, and when you are sad, try to speak little bit in lower voice, and when you are very excited, then try to speak and in very in little bit higher tone. So tone is very important. Your clarity of thought important when you speak. Be careful that you speak very clearly and you convey everything in front of audience very clearly. Now, what is non-verbal communication? So non-verbal communication is when you convey your message with your body language, with your facial expression. Okay, you use your body language, your sign language, your expression. So this will be your non-verbal communication. Non-verbal communication is equally important. It is as much important as your verbal communication, because whenever you speak on the stage or in front of public, then your non-verbal communication also play important role like your verbal communication. When you speak in front of audience, you will not speak like this, you will freeze and you will just speak and speak. No, this will not help. People will feel bored, they will not have interest in your talk or in your conversation or in your thoughts. So you have to try to convey your ideas with verbal communication and with non-verbal communication also. How you will convey your ideas? So whenever you speak, try to maintain smile. You should have proper smile. Then your facial expression also suit whatever you try to convey. Your facial expression also according to that. And eye contact is also very important. You should not stare like that, and you should not try to down your eyes, but you should know when to look in somebody's eyes, when to not look. So eye contact is equally important, and your facial expression. Okay, facial expression, eye contact, your body language. Whenever you speak, try to move your hands also, but don't try to do over move. Don't over move your hands. Okay, you have to maintain everything. You have to speak properly, and you should have proper body language. You should have proper facial expression. You should know when to smile, when not to smile, and whenever you speak something, your facial expression also, you have to maintain your facial expression according to that. And also your body language. Okay, you can also walk if you want, and if you don't walk, then just try to move your hands. And I have already told you, don't over move your hand. It will not look nice. Everybody will think that you are doing over. So try to maintain everything. So as I already told you, verbal and non-verbal communication both are equally important. Whenever you speak in front of public, or whenever you speak on the stage, or no matter if you are teaching to your student, or whenever you speak in front of anybody, so your verbal communication and non-verbal communication, this both will play equal important role. Okay, this both will play equally important, both are. So you have to try to express your idea with the help of verbal communication as well as non-verbal communication. So guys, I hope this video will help you. Bye.